We couldn't go full casual today. It's too cold. It's too cold. We needed some warmth. We needed some warmth. How are y'all doing? Skull and Roses arriving today. Nice. Benu pins arriving. Nice, nice. Glad you're digging them. Glad you're digging it. Sweet, sweet. How's everyone doing this morning? How are we doing? I've been a busy boy this morning, working it. Class. 30 months of subbing. Let's go. Let's go. Get after it. Good morning. Curious to see what you think of this paper because I've also tried it. So I have not cheated, chat. We still have it wrapped up. We have not cheated. So we're going to get, it's a newish shirt. Yeah, it's a newish shirt. I've ordered, yeah, Railroad Brad shirt. Yeah, it's just one of those like thick canvasy like type shirts. Like you can hear it. Like, so it's good for warmth. Good for warmth. But as I have the sleeves rolled up. So what are you going to do? I'm still a Southern boy at heart. So lots of clothes. Roll up the sleeves. What do you do? Southern thing. Oh, how are we doing? Pins out for delivery. I think I'm going to be able to get caught up today on the shipping after I'm done with stream. I'm going to go to the shipping department. No shipping stream today. Good morning, Brooks. Brooks, I had no idea the unicorn pin was yours. That's too funny. Got the Twisby Eco Glow pin purple yesterday with the EF nib. Nice. We roll up our sleeves in the north too, right? Like, I'm not a sleeve person. Working on shipping SNS prizes. I wonder if anyone here won one. It does look like it is like the conductor hat. Like, it's like thick stuff. So yeah. How we doing, chat? Want unicorn material so bad in a pen. That came out so good. I had no idea. PA Benu out for delivery. Nice. Hope it doesn't freeze. It's a little chilly. Nice shirt. Thank you. We had to go shopping for the fall this year, chat. So, yeah. From last fall to this fall, we're down a size. So we had to fix it. Husband asked me whose voice that was, and I said Brad Dowdy, and he said, "Did you just call that guy Daddy?" I know, like pins, but that's ridiculous. Brad Daddy. I used to have a friend that would call me Bad Daddy when I was younger. So I'm glad I said that out loud now. I kind of regret that. I did, yeah, Pin Daddy. Pin Daddy. I'm everyone's Pin Daddy. That just means I'm old, chat. It just means I'm old. True confessions, right? Yeah, she still calls me that to this day, but she was the only one that ever called me that. Brand Downey is still the classic, and I still can't remember what that one name I was when they stole me and Mike's picture. It was like it wasn't a related name, but it was like Tom Simpson. Wait, that's your name in my book? Nice. Bad Daddy. Now that I would approve of. Oof. All right, so this is how this stream's gonna go today. We should get started. Like, I don't feel like ever starting. I like to chat with y'all for a minute. Like, I got stuff here we could do, but it's like I don't feel like doing. I just feel like chatting. Pin Daddy and his shipping streams, right? What else is good? I don't know. I got lots of pens and paper to play with. Maybe we should just get to it. I don't know that I have anything to discuss this morning. Band name? Nah. That would be the terrible Pin Show Bar cover band name. Thanksgiving plans? Home. We pretty much do all the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays at home. We're taking a 25th anniversary trip though. It's my wedding anniversary in early-ish December. So Thanksgiving home, Christmas home, a few days off in between, in the middle of those. Just me and my wife getting away. So yeah, no real plans. Small family, so we'll have family over to our house for Thanksgiving, and then Christmas we kind of just hang out and go see our family around town, and that's about it. What's up, Dormouse Desk? Congrats on 25. Yeah, another few weeks, but almost there. Morning all. I should just use Brad as my wake up call. This will get me up better than a clock. Nice. Set Twitch alarms to loud. Yay for internet working. Oof. Silver wedding anniversary. Nice. Yeah, we're not getting anything silver. We're getting each other a trip. I would like to learn something about inks. I just realized certain inks like Pilot can make a feedback feeling or a bad nib feel amazing, and I don't understand why. That's a great question, and we can explore that a little bit today. I hesitate to use the term lubrication because it's always weird to say out loud, but there are some inks that are dry, some that are wetter, and there are lubrication type of chemicals that are used. So not all inks are created equal by a long shot. I so needed this stream today. I hope we are here for you today, Rattler Jen. I hope we're here for everybody every day that we show up. So just bringing some fun, bringing some good vibes, bringing some interesting content to the internet, saying words out loud that we normally keep in our head, right? Bad Daddy does endorses that actually should be a product name. Like now we're just like brainstorming this whole thing, right? Yeah, this stream has gone downhill quickly. But yeah, this is how I work. It's like all of a sudden we've now brainstormed a new product name and it's actually legitimate. Like we just won the internet today, Chad. We created a brand new product here. We could have logos by the end of the stream. My husband's gonna cancel my Twitch subscription. That's all right. You can still come. You don't have to have a subscription to come here. Man. Oh boy, we should probably get into this. So yeah, JB, as we go, time to shill for big lithium grease, right? So JB, as we go and are talking about inks and stuff, definitely ask questions and we'll try to Bad Daddy gives it away for free, right? All right. Let's see if we can manage some sanity here. Probably not because we have cheerleaders on this screen. Let's go. Craig and Ariana. It's always a joy to see Craig and Ariana pop up on the screens that I throw it over to. All right, let me get set up here. I'm not totally set up here. Smand. All right, let's see what we can do here. So I think we need to not only test this, we need to have a couple little comparisons as well. So let me think about what we're doing here. So what we have here today, chat, is this new Endless Regalia paper. So it's a new to our stationary market type paper. Wow, my shirt looks really bad in the small camera. We might have to change this. If that's annoying, I can see it. If that's like annoying to y'all, I'm gonna go change it because we're gonna be on this camera a lot today. But I have a t-shirt on. I'll just be cold if I take it off. All right, so we want to see if this is like a Cosmo Air Light type of situation, or what's the deal? What's the deal with Endless Regalia paper? So we got a bunch of pins here. We're gonna test. What other papers do I have handy? So I have my. What other papers? What other papers would be good? Yeah, you should go swap into the hoodie. I should just go put on the hoodie. It actually might drive me bonkers. Y'all know how I get. When I see things, I can't unsee them, so it might just drive me crazy. We'll see. What other papers should we test alongside this to get some good differences? So I've got everything. We have bank paper. We have the Sands and Tomoe River paper. We have, I don't know, anything that's in my Rhodia and Tomoe. So Tomoe we have. Do I actually have any Rhodia handy? Sands in, so let's do Sands and Tomoe. That's this one. I have the Yamamoto bank paper. We're not going to do this one because this is a pretty unique paper that not a lot of people have. So we'll use like my regular bank paper. I do have the plotter sitting right next to me here. I've been working in it this morning. Ooh. Do I have Rhodia? This is, Life, plotter, Kikuyo. This is the Kikuyo business paper. This is the copy paper. Yeah, this is copy paper. Like, this isn't like the office level copy paper. That's the E-Sleek. That's the Life. Clairefontaine Triomphe. I don't want to get out literally every paper, but I think we'll test it against maybe the Sanzen Tomoe and maybe the Mitsubishi Life Mitsubishi bank paper, just for some reference points. We'll do the, okay, so we'll do the, all right, let me get a sheet of the Kikuyo. Yeah, I think the Kikuyo Business is a good. So we'll do Sanzen and we'll do Kikuyo Business. How's that? I think that's fair. So this is the Kikuyo Business is the copy paper that they sell in like the bulk reams. What's up, Liff? All right, so that's that. I'll take this one. I was testing a pencil on yesterday. I think that's plenty. That's more than enough to get an idea. All right, and then we have the Tomoe Sanzen. Speaking of, how does the business compare to the campus? I mean, it is different, but where the business is good is it's really high quality and you can buy it in bulk. It's really good. Yeah. So this is Kikuyo Business paper. This is Life Bank. Not that I can't tell these apart, but I think it's just good reference. And then over here we'll have flashing the Uni pen. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I wanted to test the refill, and I just haven't taken the refill out. I messaged Christian this morning to see if I could share this online. And it's like, I mean, it's kind of too late. I'm like asking for permission after the fact. But I did email him. It's like, hey, by the way, can I share this? I do want to show you all the refill though, because I didn't show you yesterday. So this is Sanzen. So they're doing something new. I know paper you probably don't have. Arches, Tex, Woe, Frankfurt White, and Frankfurt Creme. Yeah, there's a lot of papers I don't have, but I definitely don't have those. So I noticed on this refill, so this is the new Purple Retro 51 refill, they're actually adding in a model number. So the 56P, so the 6 is your line width designator. So these are the Schmidt P8127 is the standard black refill for retro. The P8126 is the one I prefer because it's a 6mm tip, and it's still a wide line, right? Like all of these are liquid ink rollerball lines, but I will take the 1mm finer than the 7. This is the Uni. This is a special Uni dealer only 10-year anniversary pen. So yeah, 6mm, yeah, 0.6. You just get in the habit of saying those so much. So yeah, this is a pen I'm probably not supposed to. Uni has a retro that's not for sale. So I got the artist proof because I helped them. I helped coordinate the. I helped them coordinate getting it done. So they sent me that as a thank you. All right, but it has the new purple refill in it, so it's the Schmidt refill. They did a really good job on this. Yeah. It's exceptional. So I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, so we're just going to show it on stream. If it's on stream, it didn't really happen, did it, chat? It didn't really happen. All right, let's open this endless paper up and stop messing around. Where are my pens? Let's get out all the pens. Let's just take out all the pens. We got the Bennu. We got the Peak. I think I might have to clean some of these pens, chat. I'm getting anxious to ink up some new pens. So I think everything here should be good to go. Oh, you know what? I didn't test this one out. I always forget about my little Mekon. What happens on Steam stays on stream and VOD. And yeah, I know. But like most people don't see it. So I kind of need some room. I just wanted all these out for a minute. Is that going to stress anyone out that these are touching? clanking. All right, endless paper. Let's open this up. I love this block idea. So hopefully it works as good as it looks. So our little spokey pocket knife thing. Still got to figure out what we're going to do with that. Belongs to the desk of. Pen manufacturers usually have Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. I want to buy a Gravitas pocket pen. Like individual makers tend not to, but I mean, you can't, it's just a generalization, right? Retailers tend to, small makers tend not to, because their margins are usually a lot tighter, right? So if you think of it that way. All right, so just for reference, here's that pad. Yeah, this pad is great. So there you go. Ben will say what he's gonna do. So you're gonna have some deals next week, Ben. So yeah, this is a cool little pad. I am down with this. I don't know why do I have this? What does this mean? Something? Person, heart, scribbles. Does it mean something? Belongs to the desk of. I know y'all want me to write Bad Daddy right here, but I'm not going to. That is exceptionally loud. Sorry about that, chat. Let me turn that off. We also have Borking. Everything's blowing up. Oh, my wife's here today. Someone's pulling up. All right. So, did we decide what this is yet? Bork. Person loves scribbles. I love writing. I don't know. That's as good as I got. So this is endless regalia paper. So dot grid on this side. Looks like we're blank. And have a name thing on the back side. That's kind of weird, but like that's cool, I guess. Like whatever. All right, so let me mess around a little bit here and see what we got. When I test, I do put my hand on here, so I'm not putting oils on here, just to get an idea. It doesn't matter. This feels good. What is this? What was this called? I can't remember what this blue is called. Some King blue. I don't remember. Just a review of it. Ink Institute blue. Because it doesn't matter. So let's do a couple little quick tests here like this. So I can already tell what y'all were saying, the line width difference. So this is a 0.6 millimeter stub, and I can tell the difference just in line width here. So the shading is really good, right? So this is bank paper on the bottom and then regalia paper on the top. So if you look at my vertical lines, you can see that you may not be able to see, but just these lines here are thinner than these lines here. It's just the way the paper is not absorbent, but I don't want to say cushiony. Like it feels firmer than Cosmo Air Light. I'm going to get a fine nib on here next. Understanding the creative block. Hang on, I got a cough. Can I explain bank paper? Sort of. Bank paper was made literally as like an office style paper for fancy fancy writing back in like the 50s 60s, used by banks. So it has a little bit of, it's supposed to be like a premium office paper, and I find it to be really good for fountain pens. It has a little bit of feedback, but it's like a crispy firm paper, and I like it. I like it for a lot of pens. Some people don't like how it feels with their pens, like, and I get that. So, all right. So I'm gonna need to do more. We're gonna do some more testing to have some more broader thoughts on this. But this is versus Tomoe River. I think it was specifically Mitsubishi's financial division. So Mitsubishi, aka Mitsubishi Uni now. So it's good shading, good sheen on that endless on the Regalia. So let me do this. This is bugging me. All right, now let me try out a few pins. Yeah, the feedback takes some getting used to. I just like how the performance characteristics of it. Right, it's really good. Yeah, this is weird branding. I find that's a big. It's like, okay. All right, what is something? So this isn't very colorful, but it's probably one of the finer pens I have. So this will be. So there's definitely some line width thing. Yes, Ming Kong K Blue. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name of it. So where is... All right. So this on this Kikuyo business paper, you can definitely tell some line differentiation. I apologize if I missed your questions. Feel free to ask them again if chat hasn't answered what questions you have. Wow. It is, the Regalia paper is very softer, very much softer than any of these other papers. You can hijack the Twitch. Like, I'm not even paying attention. I'm looking down. All right, so we were talking about the line width. Yeah, like spongy softer. So this is probably like my most common type of paper. So I don't know if you can tell the line width differentiation between them. But there's a pretty, I mean, this is a platinum fine nib, so a Nikaya fine nib. And there's a pretty clear line differentiation for there. So it's not that big of a deal. It's clearly noticeable to someone like me who writes small. But yeah, that is a Cosmo Air Light type of feature to where your line is wider on the page. All right, let's do some more. Let's do big fluffy snowflakes incoming. I'm glad I didn't ship your ink yet. Let's do this Architect. It's totally rebanded Cal, isn't it? I think Cal is even spongier. If you had to ask me. Do I... Sorry. I don't think I have any Cal handy. I thought I did. But it almost doesn't matter because it's going away. But no, I think it's a little bit firmer. Cosmo Air Snow. I don't even know that one. So let's try an Architect nib. So this is... So there's really no like ghosting or anything like that. Maybe a little bit on the Ink Institute. You can see right here. Little, like the tiniest bit of bleed. Right here and right here. And these weren't lines that that's why I do these little color in little blocks here. Just to see if it shows through. A little heavier application, but like right here and right here. And a couple other spots where that was coming through. This really holds the sheen. I have a sheener in my my Benu. We'll do that next. Can you, let's see if I can get the sheen to pop. Okay, look at that Mont Blanc. That's not normal for this ink. So it's really holding the ink on the top of the page. You see that on the Mont Blanc ink? That's not normally a sheening ink. That's what these very inky, favorable, inky type of pads do. So that's why Cosmo Air Light was so popular, because of the way it showed off the ink, right? So I'm going to do it on these other pages, and you'll see. The dry time looks pretty good so far. We're going to test that out in a minute as well. I will say, I don't like this architect nib as much on the life paper, which shouldn't come as a surprise. It's a little grabby. But like on this Tomoe, it's super smooth. Oh, thank you, Blog Walda. Imagine if I like really tried to write nice. Like this is just like as quick as I can write usually. Imagine if I tried. Yo, Sergeant Story with the gifted sub. Let's go. Thank you for the gifted subs. 5 gifted subs, Sergeant Story. You're a menace. Menace to society. Love it. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. You're just endless support. You're endless Regalia support here of the stream. It's so nice of you to do that. And I really, really appreciate it. If you got a gifted sub, give Sergeant Story a shout out. Check out your new emotes. When Toby barks, you can definitely like bark back at him in there. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so what do we have? This is the Kikuyo business here. Like, good solid paper. Sans and Tomoe. Like, I'm trying to see if you can see the difference, like in the sheen. You can see a little bit of sheen. And then it's just on this bank paper, it looks like really black. Whoops. There's a little bit of sheen on this bank paper, which is interesting. I hadn't noticed that before. I like the sans and don't understand the haters. I mean, I certainly don't dislike it. I like it fine, yeah. Like, I think it's good. It's just, like, I've said it repeatedly. It's like, it's never going to be the same as the original. So, just treat it separately. Can you try a stamp on the endless? Yeah. Let me do a second stamp on it. Is this cream paper? No, it's white. So there's the stamp. No issues. Yeah, no bleeding. Like, it's a pretty lightweight stamp, right? Like, generally, like, except in the corners here. There's bank paper. So there's your smear on that. So, I mean, equally smeary. So yeah, it's going to take a second to dry. We'll do some inky dry times here in just a second. A little worse on the endless. Let's do that now. Let me get, let's see, what would be good to test it. Let's just do Twisby Blue. Twisby Blue dry time. So let me try that. So the way I like to do this, we're going to do Twisby Blue. Because this should be a pretty basic ink. So we'll say... All right, so that was 5 seconds. So that's 10 seconds. That's 20 seconds. So let's do some reference. Still smears there. Doesn't smear on the bank paper. I mean, a little bit. You can see a slight smudge there. Definitely still smears over here. So dry 5. So this is how I test it. So yeah. So bank papers definitely dries faster. You prefer to have one basic vanilla ink to test paper and pens? Yeah. That's why like Waterman Blue is so popular. It's a great testing ink. So this is the Sanzen Tomoe. All right. So it's definitely the slowest dryer of most of the regular papers, but yeah, either voted or got my fingerprints or in jail. So yeah, it's like definitely a slower dry time, which is to be expected, right? The more character the page shows in your ink, the longer dry time it has, right? That's a feature, right? If you want the most shading or the most sheen or the most anything, you want a paper to be a slow dryer. That's how the ink characteristics come out. If the ink gets absorbed into the paper quickly, it doesn't have time to, get affected in the air, as much to change like the chemical composition of the ink, right? So like this should be a very very sheeny ink. So this is Diamine Marine. We'll write big on this one. Because this is a wet, wide nib and a sheeny ink. So let's see what happens here. Like this might take a while to dry. So this is probably the wettest nib I have. Although I think I have a stub here. Is that why bank paper isn't good with iron gall citrus black? Yeah, maybe. That's true, isn't it? It's like this bank paper is already dry, pretty much. And you can see some of the sheen there, right? So this is a good explainer of why you see different sheens on different papers, right? This is a faster drying paper, and this is slower drying. So there's more of a 90 to 95% coverage of sheen versus the bank paper. Maybe 50% at most. But it's a good amount too, right? But you can look at this, at the little color dot. It's just maybe right around the edge. That's about it. And this is the Sands and Tomoe. This shows good sheen here. So the slower drying paper, the more sheen you're gonna see. Right. But still not quite as heavy. What is it about an ink that makes it sheen? I don't know. It's whatever chemicals they use. I wish I could explain that. The cake or the sheen will still smear an hour from now. Probably not in this one. This one's been pretty good. This is why I use this one. But yeah, there are some heavy sheeners that just don't dry, which is why they drive me crazy. This one has not driven me crazy yet. So yeah, that's why when you're looking at paper and you see like a handwriting sample, and look at all that shading on that paper. And then you get the ink and your pen and your nib on a different sheet of paper. Well, where's all my shading? It's like, it matters. Like, these things matter. So it's been a while on this ink. Like, that's why I like this ink. So I just rub my finger all over that. Like, it's completely dry, right? That's why I use these diamine sheeners. Other sheeners I don't really love. But yeah, this is bone dry. And so then bank paper, the quickest dryer, has the least amount of sheen, but it's still got plenty of sheen, right? It's got plenty. There's like, if I just only had this paper, I'd be going, ooh, look at that sheen. But then when you test it on something like this, you're like, oh, that's a different ink, right? So Tomoe, this is the Sands and Tomoe. It looks really good on here too. Also, should be very dry. Completely dry. Okay? All right, so what else should we test? Oh, look at this. So did Cosmo Air Light do a little bit of this? Do a little bit of this bleed. Stamp on Sands for smear test. Okay, got it. You'd see a little bit of see-through on the Cosmo Air Light, a little bit of bleed. Like, no like feathering on the front. Like, you can't see, there's no feathering or anything. But just the heavy weight of the ink, like where I stop and pick up stop and start lines, mostly stopping, you can see it come through a little bit. Which on the other papers, you won't see any. Don't think the Cosmo Air Light did that. So these just have various ghosting issues. Like this is Tomoe, you can see it through. Mine did with aggressive swatches, but not writing. Gotcha. Sands in stamp. All right, we'll let that sit for just a second. Let me do a lighter ink like my Fujiyama Blue next. Try that. And then we'll do a giveaway, and then we'll keep going. Keep doing some more testing. I want to test some standard pens too. All right, Sands in. So this is the Sands in. I don't know how long I waited, but like that's legit not bad. So we'll come back to that in a second. Let's get this giveaway prepped. All right, so we're gonna do a glyph away, where we got 4 fountain pens left from our friend Glyph. Here, let me do this. So still a little bit wet, but man, that's really not bad for this Sands on that stamp. How about some multi-chrome shavers? I don't have any inked up or around me. But I do have some shading inks in here, so let me try that a second. All right, so we're gonna give away one of these fountain pens here in the bubble wrap. What is happening here? Are y'all still with me? Looks like it. See you, Cliff. All right, so we're gonna give away one of these fountain pens. You have to pick it in the bubble wrap. So we're gonna pick a winner, then I'm gonna show you the pens in the bubble wrap, and you'll have to choose through the bubble wrap. All right, are y'all ready? So these are kind of more, hopefully like beginner, new users, enabling people type of giveaways. If you own an Akaya, you don't need to be entering this. So let's do it while I still work on this. So all you have to do is type !raffle. Okay. And you don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You don't have to live in the United States. I ship worldwide. So yeah, let's do this giveaway real quick. And then I will let y'all pick. And then y'all can tell me what other things you want to see on these testings. I'm going to test some standard pens and pencils next. Carol Jolin, thank you for 3 months of subbing. Thank you. You were awesome. Much appreciated. All right, I'm also going to check my text because they are blowing up all of a sudden. Impangs, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you very much. All right. Sorry. Pickleball team chatter. We have a league tonight. League playoffs tonight, and it's going to be like 44 when we play. So we're all discussing on how warm we need to be. So there you go. Sorry. You heard about pickleball? All right. Good timing by me. We came back just in time, chat. We are back. Let's pick a winner. Ready? Psychic Macaroni. Have you ever actually won Psychic Macaroni? You've been here. You have been here a while. Have you ever? Are you a first time winner? Maybe, possibly. It is a great name, isn't it? If Psychic Macaroni, if that is your real name. Oh, ship, first stream win. Nice. All right, Psychic Macaroni, are you paying attention? You're going to have to pick a pen. You ready? I'm going to try my best to describe these. All right, so I'm assuming you're ready at this point. Since you answered once, you're paying attention. All right, so here we have a blue and black swirl with maybe like a little white swirl, and then silver trim. We have a tannish brown looking marbled type of pen. Looks like maybe a blue or a black with swirl in the marble there. And then we have our blue and white sections pen. So all the sections are alternating colors, also silver trim. And then we have the one gold plated trim here, a very brown and looks like a brown and black swirl in there with the gold plated trim. So are you able to pick a pen from those wonderful descriptions? Do you have an idea of what you might like? You're also getting the Last Toby sticker. So next winter, we're going into questionable sushi land. Maybe we'll order some more Tobys one day. All right. Are you able to pick a pin? Or yes, we can vote chaos. I can put them behind my back, grab one, and just pick it randomly. Blue swirly, the first one. Got it. All right, so we got 3 more left. So that means every day next week, every stream next week, we'll give one more pin away. Nice. All right, let's see what we got here. So much taping, chat. Oh yeah, only 2 streams next week. True. So we're going to stream Wednesday. So Tuesday, regular time. Thank you for saying that, Nobod. We're going to stream regular time on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll do like a post-podcast stream because even though I've already recorded next week's episode, I'm recording the following week's episode with Anna at 10 a.m. Eastern. So when we get done, say like 11:30-ish, we'll be on stream. Believe me, I would love to stream Thursday. Ooh, this is, wow. That's pretty. What is this? It's a Monteverde. Wow. That's pretty cool. Another stub nib. Shocker. This one looks brand new. 1.1 stub nib. Yeah. So, really pretty. Really pretty. So yeah, look at that. Very sharp. All right. Congratulations, Psychic Macaroni. That's just a fun name to say. All right. Let's put your Toby in there. So Psychic Macaroni, I need you to email me. hello@pinaddict.com and tell me you won the blue swirly pin. Can you do that for me? Now you have to retire the 0 wins emote. That's right. Another one out the club. None of y'all's old enough to go to the club. All right. Boom. Okay, let me test a couple standard pins, and if y'all have anything you want me to test, tell me. We'll test specifically. So this is still wet right here. Rattler Jen, I could see it when I picked it up. And then like the other ones are dry. So this stamp ink, that is still a little bit smudgy. Did the stamp bleed on the Sanzin? A little, I mean, it definitely kind of goes through. It didn't necessarily like bleed on the front, like feathering type, but you can definitely, it's definitely kind of like absorbed through the back for sure. All right. Let's see here. Let's get a different sheet because I got fingerprints all over this one now. Got fingerprints here too. All right, so this is well, this writes really wide on here. Wow, this rollerball ink is super wet on here. Oh, yeah, this does not look good on the Regalia. What if you rest the tip of the retro on it? Okay, I'll do it in just a second. But I can tell you I'm not going to have to. And you'll see why. Yeah, that's why I like to test with roller balls, because they are very particular. All right, check this out. This one actually feathered. It's not a ton, but you can see it in the lines. You can see where I start my P right there. It absorbed where I put the first dot down. You can see the feathering right there, right there. But it doesn't come through the black. That's all on the top. Crafty Becky with the giveaway. All right, let's do it. So look at the back, though. That's also like a weird performance characteristic. No bleed on the back. Feathering on the front. No bleed on the back. All right, let's do a giveaway. Ooh, what do we got? Wasn't prepared. Wasn't prepared. All right. We're going to do like an accessories party giveaway. And then, got some notebooks here. All right. We got lots of small things. So this is your fun little stationery kit here. All right. So we're going to do, we'll go through all this. This will all be one kit to one winner. Just lots of loose items I need to get out. All right. So I have this little stationery pouch here. It's like a little card size pouch. Holds your little notebooks and stuff. And then we have stickers and library cards. I forget, this might have been from Present and Correct or CW&T. I forget, in a little pouch. And we have an Esther bookmark. We have a ruler from somebody. Design Stationery. We have a Moramon pocket notebook. Yeah, that library card's sweet. We have the Moramon little notebook with the refills. I forget the name of this one. Into one. So you have the little notebook and the refills that go in that. And then we have, I think this is a fountain pen. Yeah. So this is the online fountain pen. So it's just a, like an entry-level pen, I think from Germany. I think, are these German? It's online German. Looks like it. Yeah. So that's the brand online. So like a rubber thing. And then these pens are really neat. I've used some of these. So these are 0.38 millimeter pens from a brand called Iconic, I believe. And this one's blue green and this one's lime green. So let's do this whole stationery set for Crafty Becky's giveaway. All right, so let me put some of this stuff together. Yeah, so this is just a fun kit of fun stationery, right? So let's get this together like this. All right. Let me get my mouse back to where I can get it. All right, hang on one second. I'm not going to be able to reach my keyboard here, so let's do... So lots of fun little accessories here. Does that make a mess? All right, let's go. Exclamation point raffle. You don't have to be a follower. I think you heard this speech before. You don't have to be a follower, member, subscriber. You just have to think stationery is awesome. And you have to be present to win. You don't have to live in the US. I will ship worldwide. Raffle AF, right? So you're going to win all of this stuff. One person's going to win all this stuff. Ooh. Let me get the questionable sushi out since we're into the new stickers now. We're into the new stuff. So we're out of Toby Dog stickers, so we're going to do sushis. Oh boy. These sushis don't like their the stickiness of the sushi, the stamp before them. They're catching like dust and particles in the air here in the sticky, the previous sticky. That makes them even more questionable. Watch out for that one on the end though. That's the most questionable. So yeah, they're a little, they're picking up some fibers here in the coatings. Oh, it actually just kind of brushes off. You gonna use them equally? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can manage that. Just whatever I'm feeling. Depends on who wins. All right, so we'll do that. Then I'm going to test some more standard pens on there. Questionable chef. I mean, do you see his face? I mean, very questionable. I mean, they even have like a pouty face. Shady AF, right? I mean, he's the one that made this questionable sushi. I mean, what's he pouting about? He should be smiling. All right. He is angry because the sushi is as large as he is. That's funny. All right. Here we go. Let's pick a winner. That was done, right? Yeah. Okay. Pick a winner. Class 24. You're definitely not a first-time winner. I hope you enjoy this stationery set. Are you present? Win. Present to win. Class. I'm crestfallen. Are you going to test a Pigma Micron? I can. I don't have one, but I have a Statler and a Tombow. Nice. All right, Kless, email me. Tell me you won the stationery kit. Email me hello@pinact.com. All right, I think we're just going to kind of go in order here. Try to, if I can remember. So we'll start with the shrimp. Thought I saw a Micron in the Smand. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll check it. Oh, that's good because I have mild liners in there that need to be tested for this as well. Mild liners are always a good testing one. All right, I will get this out probably this weekend, class, or maybe Monday. All right, let's see what we got here. So we have, let's do our mild liner. Is this a quick dry Sarasa? No, it's just a regular Sarasa. I have a Copic. Yep, I got a Micron here. A brown Micron. A Zebra brush pen. A Sailor brush pen. Raven Blackheart, 12 months, it's been a year. Thank you so much. Okay, everything. So these actually didn't have any mild liners. I just had the Pentel fit lines. I got mild liners somewhere. These will work though for this testing purposes. All right, I do have a regular Micron. All right. My desk is chaos right now. Y'all wonder why I can't ever clean anything up? Just like, look how accessible all this stuff was to me. Brad, do you have? Yes. Hold, please. It's ridiculous. All right, so let's see here. So this is this is an 03 black micron. It's so smooth for these pens, I almost don't like it. Like, it's fine. It's glassy. I don't love that. This means 1 year ago you introduced me to the Stationary Brew team, and the heck, right? Stationary Brew team rules. I'm glad you found us, Raven Blackheart. Oh yeah, we don't need the trauma. All right, this is the big marker style. Let's do. I'm going to do this here so I can highlight it. All right, I'm going to let that dry for just a second, then we're going to hit it with the highlighter. Without Brad, I wouldn't know words like embiggen, right? I mean, that's a real word. All right, so let's go ahead and highlight this now. Although I don't know if this is technically a highlighter. I mean, that's pretty smudgy. Like, I don't know that I would use this for that anyway. This is more of a marker style than like a traditional highlighter. This is the Pentel Fit line, which are great, but it's really more marker-ish than highlighter-ish. I didn't mind how the Zebra Cerasic Lip wrote on here, though. The gel was pretty nice. I'm sure the ballpoint's going to be fine. Oh, this marker is not drying. You can see where I picked up the pen right here in these spots. Those are still wet. I can see them from here. I don't love this for the ballpoints or the pencils. There's not a lot of feedback on here. Like, it's fine. It would not be my preference for pencil or ballpoint. This marker is still wet for sure. Yeah. Like, the graphite color's fine. It's just not. Just doesn't feel like pencil. Feels like I'm writing with like a micron. Let's see if a jet stream smears. Let's test. Yeah, so the jet stream does smear. Sharpie S gel, I don't have one in here. Let's see if this dries. Let me give it like 5 seconds. Which you don't want to give ballpoints much time because that's kind of the point of them, right? So yeah, jet stream definitely smears. How does this Fujiyama blue look on here? So, I mean, I think the paper is kind of what we thought it is, right? It's very Cosmo Air Lighty, maybe a little bit better. Like I think it's definitely an inky show off your ink paper, right? Slow dry time equals prettier ink, right? Did you get handles down at the bottom? I tried to cover it mostly, but we'll see. I don't know. I really don't like so this is a mini Naginata Togi. The Naginata Togi and the Architect nibs, I don't like the feel on here. They dig into the paper a little bit. Like this is something like I'm glad to have this pad of. I don't know that I could personally use a whole notebook of this, but I know people who like Cosmo Air Light do enjoy like the whole notebook of this. Let's try this Iron Gall. Sorry, I'm just messing around now. So I definitely think I like fountain pens on it the best. I thought the gel pen was fine. Most of the other stuff I didn't care for. I know you use the blotter, but how's it been with hand oils? I don't know. I should probably do it on purpose, right? Let me do let me try to do with some hand oils here in just a second. I'll do a fresh page and we'll make a note of kind of the area that I've been touched. I'll do like the left hand side of the page as I write, and then I'll come back and write down the left hand side of the page because that tends to be what I do because I use the blotter paper. So we'll test it. We'll do that test next. Is the paper in the travel style notebook they sent you the same kind of paper? That's a good question. I think it is. I think it's Regalia. I'm almost certain it is. The paper is good, right? I just think it's a very fountain pen specific paper, right? Just like Cosmo Air Light is good, right? It's just specific, right? Specific, like it doesn't mean like I want to use it all day, every day, and that's fine, right? It's a specific use case, I think. Let me just pick up some of this stuff I got flying around everywhere. And we'll do some hand oil testing. What ink would be a good hand oil tester? Is platinum carbon black maybe? Or this Bungu box. This Bungu box, this red purple, this Sailor red purple will probably be a good hand oil tester. Let's see. All right. Or should we use like Twisby Blue? What do y'all think would be better to, if I'm going to test some hand oils? So this red purple or like the basic Twisby Blue, just to kind of see some differences. Let's try this for a minute. So what I tend to do on notebooks is I tend to write here. I tend to like push down like this so my fingers get in here. I don't know that my hand's pretty dry right now, so I don't know that the bottom is going to really get bad. I will say this pad feels a little bit not as weird to me as Cosmo Aerolite, like the really, really squishy stuff. It feels a little bit firmer, which was always kind of one of my things. This feels a little bit crisper, but the results seem kind of similar. Rub your face to get extra skin oils. Gotcha. I will do that. Now I'll probably have like ink on my forehead. The things I do for y'all, chat. Rub face directly on pad, right? What have y'all done to me? Hey Brad, how did you test the paper? I don't know. I rubbed my face all over the pad. Peggy Love, 25 months of sub, and thank you for saving me from rubbing the pad on my face. Now y'all got me constantly touching. It's like, oh, Brad's head's shiny. Just use that. Going to my first Pelican Hub tomorrow. Nice. That should be fun. All right, see you, Peggy. Thank you so much for swinging by. Now I'm actually like thinking about it. All right. Making the Shroud of Turin, right? Bad Daddy's rubbing his skin stuff on stream. Crazy. All right, let's see. So we did use our fingers a lot over here, so I mean, it's pretty clearly different. You probably don't even know. I probably don't even have to go much farther than this. I don't know if y'all can see it from this distance, but when it's pretty drastic. And now you see why I use blotter paper. So that's where I'll sometimes get finger rolls, is on the inside of a notebook page. We definitely picked a good color for this. All right, so now you see why I like blotter paper. So, fresh page, where my fingers were. Okay? This is why I use blotter paper, because it bothers me. Right? Clean paper. And then this is where I was holding my fingers when y'all saw me. Like, this is where I placed my fingers when I was writing. Okay? So that's sometimes if you're writing in your notebook, when I get into the inside of the line, like my writing is skippier, right, on closer to the spine, because like if I'm in a notebook that doesn't completely lay flat, I tend to push down the corner of the page, right? And so then when I rewind back over to here to this spot, these first little letters are lighter. Before I get over here, I mean, you can use a different page from the notebook. You don't have to buy blotter paper. You just have to buy something that blocks it, right? So what you could do is just use this as I'm writing, right? And then just keep this stray piece of paper in the back, right? I do that a lot. If I don't have blotter paper, I'll just use a loose sheet of paper, right? But I use the J Herbon, the pink stuff. So all you need is just another sheet of paper. It doesn't have to be blotter paper. It just has to be something to block. Like, I'm comfortable writing like this, okay? So that affects my ink on this part of the page because of how I write, right? And I mean, this is pretty clear, the difference between the two, right? So there you go. That was a great test, y'all. And see, the blotter papers, when you have a lot of notebooks like me, like I end up cutting them to size, right? It comes in like a 10-pack. And then like I'll just take them and I'll cut this one down to size to fit in my plotter, because that's how much it annoys me to have like hand oils where I'm writing. Some people, it doesn't bother. But yeah, I love how the blotter paper feels, right? Then I can see like it's pink and I see where they're at. Can you swatch right over a fingerprint? So I had my hand here. Do you want me to, what do you, like a big inky swatch like right here? Is that what we're trying to do? Pens Pencils Plus, 28 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you so much, Pens Pencils Plus. I appreciate you. How does plastic protect against hand oils? I mean, that it would, unless you're like super consistent about keeping it on one side. Like I have one of those boards. I have one of those Hobonichi boards, like the Animal Crossing Hobonichi boards. And like, I know which side is up. Like I think about that stuff. I am very particular about knowing which side is up on my board. So I'm always writing over. How about we just use, I don't know if this will work. Oh, it really doesn't like it right here. Like right here in the middle. And then this is a pretty clean. And that's a clean area. This should work. So you can see right in the middle where the strongest was. It rejected it a little bit. Let's let this dry for just a second and I'll show you. But it doesn't even have to dry all the way to see. Okay, you see in the center of the swatch area, like here, right? So it rejected some of the ink, and then this is a completely clean spot right here, right where I hadn't touched right here, but I had my hand resting right here, right? So that's your difference. Can y'all see that? I think that answers your questions. Right. So this is a clean area, and this is a hand oils area. Do we need a pen Addict blotter next? Yeah, probably. It does look like Abraham Lincoln. Okay. And it's actually, the more it dries, the more it's rejecting it right here. It doesn't look like Abraham Lincoln. It looks like that Muppet character that had wasn't there a Muppet character that looked like that too? With like the top hat and the beard. So yeah, I mean, to me, it's crystal clear. I'm assuming y'all can see that too. Peridolia. Nice. My Bennu arrived yesterday, Brad. It's so beautiful. No idea what to ink it up. Thank you, Evan. I really, really appreciate that. PAGMB. Oof. Let him get past this project, and then maybe we can hit him up. That would be good. Not Beaker. Not Beaker. I thought there was like not a main character. They weren't a main character. So I thought it was just like a random, almost like an Abraham Lincoln looking Muppet. This Dr. Teeth, okay. Yeah, I was thinking in the band, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, Dr. Teeth. So yeah. That's what I see. My spoke pencil arrived with a titanium knurled grip on Mind's Colors. Thank you, Power Belly. I really appreciate that. Like I like that y'all like the things that I make or that I'm involved in. Like that's super important to me. Like Evan and all of y'all support is just really cool. That's why I get to do this and have fun, right? This sheet of paper is really telling on hand oils, and this is not necessarily. This isn't exclusive to this page, right? I literally use blotter paper or a sheet blocker on every paper I write on because there is going to be some difference, right? So does that make sense? So now you see why I keep, there's like all these little pink sheets are laying around, right? And I do like the blotter paper because it does feel more absorbent than just using a sheet, but I will use a sheet if I don't have this. So there you go. All right, anything else we need to test on this? Being a good guy means that if you're bad at capitalism, we still support you and you make good stuff, so that helps too. That is really sweet of you to say, Jackie. I really appreciate that. You know I do. I love that. I'm going to say this wide marker looks pretty cool here. Love my Bennu too. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all are inking the Bennu up with. Colorverse Einstein ring, similar to that red purple. Yeah, I wanted to do something kind of complimentary. So I'm going to test this with a Sharpie real quick and see what we get. Because what's happening here, and you can see it, this brush is leaving like a gloss on the page. And this is just a regular marker, right? And it holds the color really well. Pilot Oroshizuku Yu Yaki, that's a great match. Oh yeah, we can't do that foray. It took me a while. I had to check with Brian. It's just like we just don't have that option or want to do that, really. Like start that. So let me try a Sharpie. Do I have a good spot to do it? Yeah. No, I appreciate the question. I thought it was a good question. And I was like, yeah, let me think about that. Stereo Sound, 26 months of subbing. That's a lot of months. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stereo Sound. I appreciate that. Let's go. Colorverse, Purple Cosm, Drama Goes Polar. Ooh, I'll have to look at that. If Sharpie doesn't bleed, I will be shocked. There's your answer. Look at the difference between the Sharpie and that Sailor ink. Now, this Sailor ink that I used has the Naginata Togi nib in it. So it is a little bit more scratchier on the page. Right? So I'm not totally surprised that you're getting some of that pop through on the bleed there. But look at that marker. Like, it is really holding the marker. And then look at the kind of, it's almost like a gloss over the marker. This could be like a soup, like, I would use like this as a marker notebook for me, right? Look how, that is just badass. Like, it's really clean. Copic and Sharpie are both alcohol based, yeah. So I had a little multi-liner right here, but I'll do a bigger swatch of it. So there's a multi-liner right there, but you can't really tell much from that small line, but it definitely didn't bleed, right? So I don't have one of the big Copics to test, if that's what you're looking for, like one of the legit Copic markers. Late to party again, had piano lessons. You're awesome for doing that. I know you told me you were doing that before. That's super cool. So yeah, like this would be a sweet like art notebook, sketch, like a marker sketching notebook paper. That's cool. Do I have a mid-range? What do we got here? No. I'm trying to see if I had something mid-sized. Oh yeah, here we go. This will be harder to see because it's a lighter color. But this is the marker I've been addressing envelopes with. So yes, fountain pen bleed if you have a particular nib. Does the marker reactivate with water? What do you mean by that? Like, I don't understand the reactivation. Like, will it bleed? Like, if will it go with the water and like take it through the paper? Is that kind of what you mean? I don't have any water in here, but I can get some real quick. Does it run in the rain? I'll go run the whole sheet underwater if y'all want me to. You want me to go stick it on the water? I'll go, you know what? Do y'all want me to like run it under the water, or do you want me to like flick some water at it and then kind of shake it? Yo, I want to. Oh, I totally want to. I think I'll run all of it underwater. I don't think I'm going to do that because it'll be a mess when I bring it back in here. So I think I'm just going to flick it. But I'll put a lot on there. I'll be right back. Where's the original page? There's not much on here. Oh, look at this, chat. That Mont Blanc petrol, I set something down on top of it, and it never dried. Look at that, chat. This is the problem. But Maureen did not. And this is not a sheening ink. It just didn't drive. Godzilla 1975, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. So that sucks. Because that's probably now like on the back of my notebook or something. Hey, I hate that. All right, let's just do this page. Well, we'll do both of these pages. All right, give me 2 seconds. We'll be right back. Enjoy the chair. So I just flick some water on these. I love the cherry emote. So, I mean, the fountain pen inks it takes care of. The Fude marker's like gone. That's wild. Even Scabiosa has a little bit of bleed, and that's more of an iron gall ink. I wonder if it's just like never dried. The markers don't bleed at all. So you should probably not address mail with the Fude. That's a good point. I'll start using the Sharpie. Good point. Good point. Look at Platinum Carbon Black down here holding down the fort. Way to represent Platinum Carbon Black. It's the goat ink. Yeah, that Fude is bad. I'm actually gonna like take that out of here because I've been using that. But yeah, the markers did really good. Cool. Yay, Platinum Carbon Black, right? All right, let me set this aside. All right, let's see here. I just didn't want the water bleeding through on my other stuff. All right, anything else we need to test? So yeah, note to self. Hey, I like testing like this. Anything else we need to test? I think we did pretty good here. Let's see what else is going on out here. UV exposure test. I don't have any ultraviolet lights. Oh, yeah. I know what we're doing today, chat. Paint. I don't have any paint handy. I think I've like tested every reasonable option that I have available to me in here. I'm glad we tested the stamp as well, because that stamp ink is always like very, very absorbent into things. Hello, Joe. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you using your Prime on us here at the Pen Addict. That is awesome. Sending some of those Bezos bucks our way. Pencil, I did test pencil. So the thing with pencil is it's a very glossy page, right? So like the pencil actually works well. It's just not an enjoyable writing experience, if that makes sense, right? Like it's so smooth. Unreasonable options. I don't keep any unreasonable options around my desk. That's the bad thing. I'm too reasonable. I mean, my desk is an absolute mess, but it's reasonable. Oh, Alessandra, yeah, you had that the top finial issue. Had an issue with the Memento Zero, and they got back to me. They cleaned my pen, but didn't seal the undercap, and I still have the same problem. Ugh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Like I would go right back to them. I know like you're super annoyed at this point, but yeah, I remember that story. Yeah, I'm taking it right back to them, even though like you're already annoyed. So let's just keep the annoyance up. I'm sorry you had that trouble. That stinks. But yeah, I would make them make it right, right? Do you have any suggestion now? It's for you, Gaki and Konpeki. Yeah, just own it, right? Like I would keep tossing the Konpeki in there if it's me. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I would just go for it. But yeah, I wouldn't have a problem pushing back on them either. So, but I understand the frustration. Sometimes it's just time to give up and punt, if you will. But yeah, I'm sorry you had that trouble, but that stinks. I'm surprised they couldn't swap that around. All right, we're gonna raid someone new here that we haven't raided before, but someone that we know. I would go back to them and see what they say, honestly, because that's frustrating. Let's see. Watch, I'm going to be able to do this, and they're not going to be able to take raiders. All right, let's try this. All right, y'all have a good weekend. I'm not taking any homework this weekend, Slumberland Studio. I still got shipping to do. I should be done though. Actually, I have a lot of work. I just have a lot of work in general to do to catch up on. Since I've been playing the last couple of weekends, I'm not this weekend, so lots of catching up to do, lots of cleaning to do, lots of boxes to break down in the shipping department. I'll be shipping, if you have an open order for Spoke or Pen Addict stuff, you'll probably see a notification this afternoon, like pretty soon, actually. We're going to go raid my guy, Jay Miller. Y'all remember Jay from hanging out right here next to me. He's coding on stream, so let's go see if we can wreck. Let's go see if we can make him mess up on his stream. Hey, I love y'all. Love y'all. I really, really appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week. Let's get back here on Tuesday, and then we'll kind of sort out the rest of the week, okay? But we're definitely streaming at some time. Definitely Tuesday, and then we'll figure out the rest. All right? Y'all be good. Love y'all. Bye.